Hola Buenas! Welcome to this new mini-series where we will be exploring Sevilla and Cádiz. In this episode, we will only be seeing Sevilla, but keep watching until next week to see the gem that is Cádiz. Today, we are in Sevilla. More specifically, we are in Gran Plaza. We're currently just doing a little bit of a walk around at the moment, seeing what we can find and sussing the place out. We are currently on José Luis de Caso. And as you can see, we've got the stadium here, Estadio Ramón Sánchez Pizjuán, while I'm wearing my Atletico top. Now, the first thing to mention, if you know anything about Sevilla, it is one of the hottest places in Spain, especially during the summer months. It is currently like 35, 36 Celsius, supposed to get up to like 40 today or something. That's very typical here in Sevilla. You would have thought I would be used to it by now, living in Madrid, but no, it's actually more humid here, and the reason why it's more humid is because of the river. The recorded highest temperature was in 1995, where it reached 46.6 Celsius, which is unbelievable considering Sevilla is also very humid as a result of the Guadalquivir River. And by the way, that is the only navigable river in Spain. This is why it makes sense that Spain is famous for its siesta culture, because during the day, when the temperatures are this hot, the locals stay at home where they have their air conditioning and they take a nap. You will also find that in Sevilla, a lot of the shops and local businesses like cafes and restaurants close in the afternoon to coincide with this time. This does not really occur in Madrid. Instead, some shops and local businesses simply take the month off and close for the entirety of the month of August. Those who have the available time often escape to the coast, such as Cádiz, where the temperatures are a lot more manageable. Or if you're from Madrid, typically you would go to Valencia because it's super easy to get there. So this is really impressive. They have a load of these different awards here, and there's another one on this side, but you can see, for example, in 2006, they are Mejor Equipo del Mundo. It's the best team in the world. That's incredible. Super Copa de Europa. That one's 2006 as well. So the recording we're doing today is actually completely unplanned because we decided to go to a random metro stop, but that's part of the adventure. We're gonna see some different places and see what else we can find. They say it's ludicrously hot right now. We have found a mall right next to the stadium, which is just behind me. So, go find somewhere to eat and drink. Good plan. This has to be one of the finest kebab shops I have ever been to. It was super cool and refreshing inside too, which gave us an opportunity to recover. So we had some food, which was absolutely lovely, and we have walked down the road. I don't know what that sound is, it's like crickets or something, but you can hear it super loud in the background. But now we are in this little local park. We thought it was closed. It's not closed. It's actually that it's just so hot that there's no one out at the moment. But our plan is to try and find a more touristy location, because so far we've not seen anyone out really. You know, you get the odd 1 or 2 people walking past, but apart from that, there's no one here. It is 5:45. So yeah, hopefully the temperatures will start dropping at some point. Definitely gonna need a shower in a bit. It's got like mud on it though. Look, there's a little dragonfly here, you see it? Oh. Oh. Look, it sounds like a motorbike. Hang on, I'll get closer. Listen. Honestly, so surprised that my phone hasn't overheated. It keeps saying device is too hot, video quality might be dropped. So if you guys are watching this at lower quality, I do apologize. So this is where we just came over from. We crossed the road, and it's the same park, we're just on the other side of the road. And yeah, there's like a little nice little bar here. We're not going to stop here, but just showing you. Yeah, it's nice. It feels like this is a very, what's the word? Residential area, I suppose. We were just pointing out before, right? So we've got this beautiful hotel here, and then here you've got this kind of building complex. Looks like it's a residential area. You can imagine living here would be really nice. Yeah. Also, I feel really bad. Look, these cars have stopped, and the reason why is because we pressed the button, but we'd already crossed the road. Anyway. Look at this, we've got some sort of fruits here. Look. Not sure what it is. Let me know in the comments below what you think that this fruit is. Maybe an orange, lime, lemon, mandarin. Look at this, guys. We've got an abandoned building right here. It looks super beautiful from the front. So we're gonna sneak in and see what we can find. I'm joking, I'm kidding. I am kidding, I'm not doing that. Okay, so it turns out that this is a gun factory. Fábrica Artillería. There we go. This is unreal, the architecture here. Incredible. This is definitely the hottest place I think I've ever been in my entire life. I think I'm marginally closer to the center of the earth right now, or on the sun, I don't know. I'm going to continue going down this way. But basically, I was using the app that I normally use that tells me exactly where the free taps are in the cities. And that way we can fill up our water bottle. For some reason, where we just were, there were absolutely none. So we're hoping to find one further up this way to fill up the water bottle. Just so you know, I will also put a link in the description for you to check it out for yourself. My phone won't work. It's just too hot. The phone just frozen, it's just going nuts. So I'm actually doing this recording to make sure that it's not an oasis and that I'm not just imagining things. We have finally found the tap for the water. Look at this. It's amazing. Drinking water. Yeah. We now have absolutely no plan. So yeah, we're just gonna have a little walk through and see what we can find. So we could go this way. So these different places, we'll probably check that out another time. Our plan instead is to do these three places, Plaza de España and wherever the rest are. I love palm trees. Bikes here, we were recommended that these are a good idea to get around. So, if you're coming to Sevilla, definitely think about taking a bike. The Limes application, just give it a download and follow the on-screen instructions. And then you can pick one of these up. You see these paths that we have here, these are actually intended for bikes. Be careful as you walk across them, because if there's bikes coming, then they'll hit you. But the other thing to mention is that they are literally everywhere. So, if you do get yourself a bike, yeah, just remember to use them. At 40. Ugh. For this building, looks like a Portuguese flag outside. This must be the embassy or something. This building is everything Portuguese related. Looks very nice. We're just waiting to cross the road now. This is the way we're waiting to go. Holy moly, it's hot. Holy moly. Glorieta de Goya. These horses and carriages may seem adorable, but don't be fooled. There have been horses that have died due to heat stroke as a result of this practice. If you're coming to Sevilla, please do me one favor and don't use this service. As a guy who doesn't really care about horses or like horses, this is just cruel. If these idiots don't make any money, this practice will stop. So as beautiful as they are and how cool the carriages look, I'd avoid them. We are about to enter the area known as Plaza de España here in Sevilla. The mayor of Sevilla, José Luis Sanz, has announced plans to introduce an entry fee for tourists to enter Plaza de España. The logic being that the funds can go to ensuring the restoration of the building, in addition to preventing illegal vendors from selling their crap here, basically. I don't think those were the words he used, but that's what he meant. It looks as though some of the laws are going to change, or rules in order to charge people to enter here. At the moment it's completely free, so yeah, just check that out if you're gonna come and visit here. Plaza de España in Sevilla is also the place where they filmed the scene in Star Wars on the planet Naboo, specifically in episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. Okay, so I know someone is going to mention it. Anakin didn't say that line during the scene, but it was still in the fictional planet of Naboo. But that scene was actually filmed in Lake Como in Italy. But anyway, this is not a Star Wars trivia. I just had it on my mind as I was looking around.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating.
So you may or may not know that in this square you have all of the different areas or regions within Spain. In front of us we have Madrid, and as you can see we have the map here, but yeah, this is the region of Madrid. Let's see if we can get this without my shadow. There we go, look at that, beautiful. A few years ago now, I can't remember how many years, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I took a picture sitting right there, which I will put on the screen now. And I decided to take a new picture, and that's this picture you're seeing now. So there you go. And also, as you may or may not have known, in the past I also lived in Malaga, and here is the one for Malaga. So if there's any places you guys have lived in Spain, have a walk around and take a look, and it will give you a little bit of the history of the place, and you can see the architecture and designs. They're very different depending on the region. Look at the artwork, it's absolutely beautiful. So just zooming in on the map of Madrid right now, if we just go west, remember I did a video and it was in San Martín de Valdeiglesias. That is right here, look. And as I mentioned before, it's right on the province of Ávila. For some reason, Ávila doesn't have an accent on the A, but it actually should have an accent on the A. It's right there. So there you go. Mark my words, one day I will live here, Valencia. Definitely not living here though, Scandia. Awful. He's having a nap. As impressive as the location is before, the park right next to it, this area for me is super beautiful. I love how warm and humid it is here, but also it's kind of tropical vibes. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. After our nice refreshing drinks, we went to McDonald's as they had the Mad Cool McFlurry advertised. And as you guys may know from my previous videos, I was actually at the festival seeing one of my favorite bands of all time, Bring Me the Horizon. If you haven't watched that episode, I'd recommend going back and watching it after you finish this episode. But after you finish this one. Full disclosure, it's quite a long episode, so I can understand that it's a bit of time investment, but honestly, it gives me shivers every time I watch it. It's amazing, absolutely amazing, especially if you like metal, rock music, that sort of stuff. So we're nice and full now. The food was absolutely amazing. We're just leaving, and we popped to McDonald's, where I got myself a McFlurry, but not just any McFlurry. It's a Mad Cool McFlurry. So you can see it's got this pink juice in it, don't know what that is, ice cream, and these little, I don't know, like cereal in it or something. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, and I also got a large meal from the Monopoly game. So yeah, everyone's a winner. Well, actually, not everyone is a winner. You see, Out of the Monopoly prizes I had won, the one that managed to escape my pocket just so happened to be the free large meal. I even went back to look for it, but never found it. My thought process was, I hope a homeless person picked it up and enjoys that meal. And in that case, it's gone to a better place. Then again, this was probably just my way of feeling less guilty about just losing a large meal. But there we go, we move on. Look at this, completely ideal for me. I love my palm trees. And we've got the sun setting on our first day here in Sevilla. How beautiful, absolutely lovely. Oh, fantastic. Look at this. It's phenomenal, really. No doubt Jack Sparrow's chilling out inside there, no? Why go to London and see the Cutty Sark when you can come here and see whatever this is? So this is the Plaza de Toro, which we can actually see here. Look, if you look, let me zoom in for you guys. Right here, can you see? Just up here above the door frame, it says Plaza de Toro. It's beautiful though, look at this building. I mean, ignore all the cars and the noise, but apart from that, phenomenal. And that concludes the end of the first day. Look how beautiful the river looks in Sevilla. What an amazing city. Best believe I definitely live here. This is a beautiful little neighborhood that we're staying in. During the day, it just looks brutally hot, but in the evening, look at it. We've got the little cobbled streets here and the little bars around. It's very nice. Very nice atmosphere. It's still warm, but it's certainly not as brutally hot as it was. This is just residential housing, but look at it. We had a pizza for dinner to end the day. We are on day 2 now here in Sevilla. So we're actually heading to a museum. We're just crossing the bridge right now. Look at this. Okay, so we're currently crossing the road, but we had to cross halfway and then wait for the light to change at the second half. And the reason is because the lights here in Seville are absolutely terrible. There's a lot of positives to Seville, but that is not one of them. There's lovely little restaurants and bars as you walk around. There's a lot of British people out today, and every time I see British people, I like to say, Mi gente! It's like, my people. And here we are, we have made it to the Archivo General de Indias. So the official name for the museum is the General Archive of the Indies, or Archivo General de Indias, and is a treasure trove of historical records. So this document right here is also from 1494, but if you look, it's actually the translations from Spanish into the indigenous languages of the Americas. What this language is called, I have no idea, but you can see the different words on the side. Okay, so we found out it's from Quechua. Here we have a model of the building we are currently standing in right now. This courtyard we see here is the courtyard here. Where? We're just making our way up the staircase now. Look how beautiful this is. The architecture is phenomenal. From left to right, here is the European Union. Here we have the Spanish flag, and here's the flag of Andalusia. Look how complex the opening and closing mechanism is. This was used to hold the money. Dinero, dinero. This is our main man, Christopher Columbus. So before this was the archive, it was actually a drawing and painting academy. So that explains why it's so absolutely beautiful in here. But now, of course, it's now used for storing all of the archives for the histories of the Americas. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little museum. We are now going to go and find somewhere to top up our water. And here we are. Cathedral in the background there. And the building we were just in, just here. Behind me, I've got the Real Alcázar de Sevilla. Now, it's 20 euros to enter, so if you want to do something like that, then that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, it's just a courtyard, basically. So, yeah, you can check it out for yourself, but we are going to continue with our journey this way. Okay, so the game plan now is, if you look at the top here, it says Barrio de Santa Cruz. That is where we're going to walk to. We found this little square around here. It's really, really nice. We're kind of walking around aimlessly in this barrio that we were trying to find. And this is it. It's really nice. You're chilling. I made a new friend. I said friend and it looked at me. It's just not moving, just chilling. We were sitting in that square for a little bit. It was absolutely lovely. But the game plan now is to find this restaurant called La Bernarda. I've got it here. So we're just following this now. Oh wow, look at it. That's beautiful. We got distracted slightly, but that's fine. So we're going to continue walking. We've got about 10 minutes to walk to this place. The food looks incredible. We need some proper food because last night we had a pizza, which was lovely, but we also need to eat some healthy food too. So we're just walking past this little restaurant here. Absolutely beautiful. And we're going to continue walking this way. We have just finished our lunch. Oh my God, it was so nice. It was delicious. We had a wonderful time, but now it's time to go and find las setas, which is the mushrooms or something along those lines. Arriving now at Las Setas de Sevilla, also known as Metropole Parasol or the Mushrooms of Seville. It is a contemporary architecture located in the center of Sevilla. It was designed by a German fella called Jürgen Meyer and is made of wood. You can actually view it from above by entering the structure, and it offers panoramic views of Sevilla. Interestingly, when they were building it, which commenced in 2005 and was finally completed in 2011, they found many archaeological remains, including Roman and Moorish artifacts. These findings are now housed in a small museum located in a lower level of the structure. You can see it above us, and we also have this pretty cool sign here which says I love Sevilla. See that behind me? Yeah. So apparently you can take a lift that takes you up there, but we're not going to do that, and the reason why is I'm already a fun guy. So I'm quite happy just having a walk around here, and then what we're going to do after this is we're going to go to the Science Museum, which is about a 30-minute walk from here. It doesn't sound that bad, but it's also brutally hot here, so we need to stay hydrated, take lots of breaks. You can't hear me at this point because the wind was way too strong, but basically I'm saying we have about 18 minutes until we arrive at our final destination, which is the Casa de Ciencia. To get to the point and not waste your precious time, it was closed until September. So there would be no way of seeing this whilst we were here. Unfortunately for us, Google had lied to us. I submitted a review of the timetable to Google and it got approved. So if anyone was trying to view the House of Science whilst in Sevilla during this time, you are welcome. Oh, we walked all this way to go to the Science Museum and it's not even open. And actually on Google it says that it's open. So this is a learning exercise. We were sad because the Science Museum was closed, so we decided to treat ourselves to a nice ice cream. That's what I have here. It started melting, so it actually looks kind of messy now. It's now a blend of chocolate, which is actually really good, and pistachio, which is a little bit lower down, but you can see the green parts there. At Heladeros Miquel. We went back to the hotel, had a quick shower, and then went to get some Venezuelan food, which was lovely. And that concludes our second day and all the time we have for this episode. Let me know what your first impressions are of Seville in this episode. What was your favorite part? And if you are looking to book your ticket to visit Seville right now, thank you so much and I'll see you next week where we will be taking a train to the coast to Cádiz. I'd heard good things about the beaches of Cádiz and let me tell you, it does not disappoint. Until then, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.